welcome back to Modern Homesteading with Tessa. I'm Tessa and this is the channel where I show you how to feed yourself. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I braid floral garlic braids. I've had several people ask me to make this video, so I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. I sell these at farmers market. They make really good gifts and they're just neat. You hang them on your wall, and then when you're cooking you can just pop a garlic off and cook with it, and they're nice to look at. So let's get after it. Alright, so our first step will be to get our garlic all cleaned up. And my favorite trick for cleaning garlic is to use an air compressor. But, word of caution, make sure you wear a glove. If you're spraying your skin with an air compressor, you can actually get what's called an air embolism. And it's where air bubbles will actually enter into your bloodstream and cause stroke-like symptoms. So wear a glove. I'll read what Google has to say. When high pressure compressed air is used to clean skin and clothing, it can penetrate the skin and enter the bloodstream. This in turn can cause blood vessels to become blocked by air bubbles, triggering stroke-like symptoms. If left untreated, an air embolism can lead to coma, paralysis, and death. So let's not do that. Hi, kitty. Now, when you're doing this, you also don't want to take too much of that outer papery coating off, because that's what's going to protect your garlic and help it last for the long haul. So we don't want to take too much of that off. Alright, so I have some straw flowers, yarrow, and a whole bunch of statice. You're also going to need some kind of twine. I also have over here a bunch of lavender and bay leaves. So the next thing I'm going to do is make 3 pieces of twine that are arm length. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and double that up right there, and 3. Bring that together, and then you can cut all 3 of them at the same time. Alright, so here's my 3 arm length pieces of twine. So we're going to start with our twine here. We're going to take our first 3 heads of garlic. The first 2 we're going to crisscross like that. The third one we're going to put in the middle, but then take the stalk and wrap it around between those. And that just adds a layer of security. Okay? Then we'll take our twine and tie a knot. Okay. Then we're going to separate those 6 pieces of twine into left, middle, and right. So we've got our left, middle, and right. All right, then we're ready to add another garlic. Sometimes with this one right here, I'll actually, with the middle ones, I'll just tie these together, and that kind of helps them stay in their own lane. All right, the next garlic we're going to put right down the middle, and laying the stalk down the middle, then either right over left or left over right. Next garlic, we're going to line it up with the middle, and then left over right. And continuing that, lining up the stalk down the middle. And then we can continue braiding this up a little ways. And then I'm going to take a couple pieces of the twine from the outside and tie those together. On the other side, I'm going to tie those together, and then another knot to make my hanging loop. Oops. Another knot to make my hanging loop. And then personally, I'm gonna cut all of this off. You can leave it if you want to, that's totally fine. But this is more of a utilitarian than a decorative braid, so I'm gonna trim all that off. And there we go. There's one seed garlic braid. Okay, now we're ready to start adding some flowers. As we start adding flowers here, everything is going to stay pointing down the middle stalk here. I'm gonna get some underneath behind, some in here. I'm gonna throw a couple lavender in here, and this is where you can start to get really creative and, you know, make it however you want it to be. All right, now that we're done with flowers, we're gonna add a head of garlic. Should have trimmed that first. So this head of garlic, we're gonna place off to one side, okay? Then we're gonna take our two right pieces of twine and garlic and cross that over. And that becomes now our middle. So then we're gonna continue adding flowers and keeping everything pointed down the middle. Okay, then another garlic. Down the middle. And then we're going to take the left one over the right and snug that up. And pretty much rinse and repeat. So then from here, we're going to take one piece of twine underneath and lay it out like that. And then also on the other side, one piece of twine. We're going to cross these and tie them together right here. Get it nice and tight. All right, so then from here, we could either do one big braid or we can separate and do either a heart or the two double braid. I think I want to do this one into a heart. From here, I'm going to separate this into two, but I'm going to try to make sure I have an equal amount of good thick stalks. So like this stalk is really nice and thick. This one is not much left to it. So I'm gonna kind of try to split that up evenly. So we've got 1 and 2, that's a good one. 1 and 2 and 3, okay. Then we're gonna make sure we have 3 pieces of twine, 2 and 3 here. 1, 2, and, oh there it is, 3, here. So then from here, we're gonna start a new braid going this way. 1, let's see, 2, and 3, making sure that there's a piece of twine in each one. I wanna kind of cover up this spot here, so I'm gonna throw some status in there. And I'm gonna restock on status, and I'm gonna grab some of my straw flowers now, I think. Straw flowers here. All right, so we're gonna put that in there, and then right over left, and left over right. I feel like adding some more lavender here. Then we have a couple of options here. One thing that I really like to do is I'll add some just on the outside as I'm going up. So I think I'll do that. That's about all I have left for garlic stems. So now from here, I'm going to tie this off. So I'm going to take 2 of my pieces of twine and tie them together. And then repeat the process on this side. Okay, so here is how it's coming together. So that's sort of what it's gonna look like. We're gonna go to the back and pull these down a little more. Get our heart better formed. And we're gonna tie these 2 together now. So that's what it's starting to look like. Now for our tie, if we were to just hang it from here, it would over time elongate this heart and it would no longer look like a heart. So what we're going to do on the back here is take, sometimes these will be long enough, but we're gonna take down to a piece of twine down here somewhere and just tie that off so that it stays down. And up here somewhere, we're going to make a loop for, let's see if that looks good from there. We're gonna make a loop to hang this from. I think I'll just tie these together, that'll probably work. Yeah, that'll do. All right, so then all this, mostly from the status, all this stuff sticking out, we're gonna go through and trim all that off. All right, so there we have it. There's our garlic braid. And you can make this totally, you know, you could do all kinds of different colors. You don't have to do flowers around the braid. You do all kinds of stuff with this. So, yeah. So we have our left, middle, middle. Sometimes I'll tie these again in their own just to keep them where they're supposed to be. All right, let's do one with the yarn. always, like this video if you like this video, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more homestead stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.